Hey everyone, Daniel here, Dr. Nadi's virtual assistant. Today, we're diving into a gripping case study about Jeffrey Landrigan, a convicted murderer. Stay tuned for all the fascinating details. Understanding the roots of violent behavior is crucial for developing effective interventions and policies. While environmental factors such as upbringing and social influences play significant roles, the biological basis of violent behavior cannot be overlooked. Genetic predispositions, brain chemistry, and prenatal influences are all critical components that can shape an individual's propensity for violence. By examining cases like that of Jeffrey Landrigan, we can gain insights into how these biological factors interact with environmental conditions to influence behavior. Jeffrey Landrigan had a difficult start to life. His biological father disappeared when he was a newborn, and his biological mother, who used drugs and alcohol during her pregnancy, abandoned him at a daycare before he was a year old. Things looked brighter for him when he was adopted by the Landrigans, a relatively affluent and stable family living in Oklahoma. However, Landrigan was a restless toddler and proved to be a handful for his new family. As he grew older, his restlessness gave way to increasingly severe and occasionally violent outbursts. By the time he was a teenager, he was abusing drugs and alcohol and committing acts of delinquency, which eventually landed him in the youth correctional system. As an adult, matters only got worse. One evening, Landrigan stabbed and killed a childhood friend who threatened to beat him up. He explained his actions by stating, "I don't take that shit off nobody." He was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 20 years in prison. After escaping from prison by slipping away from his work crew, Landrigan headed to Arizona to locate his biological mother. Not long afterward, he was arrested in Phoenix for murdering Chester Dyer. Landrigan was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. He was executed on October 26, 2010. Although he was raised by a loving family, Jeffrey Landrigan lived a life of crime, just as his biological father had. Landrigan's case raises questions about the role of genetics in criminal and violent behavior. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about this case is that during one of his stints in prison, Landrigan learned from another inmate that he bore an uncanny resemblance to another prisoner. The inmate was referring to Darrell Hill, who turned out to be Landrigan's biological father. Jeffrey Landrigan's life story underscores the complex interplay between biological predispositions and environmental influences in shaping behavior. While he was given a chance at a stable life through adoption, his genetic background and early prenatal exposure to harmful substances may have predisposed him to a life of violence. This case highlights the importance of considering both biological and environmental factors when addressing violent behavior, as understanding these elements can lead to more effective prevention and rehabilitation strategies.